Hey, let's talk about something shitty. Marketing in the LTL industry.
There's marketing in the LTL industry? What?
That's like a Borat not joke. Not.
Old Dominion's out there doing it.
No, there are some that do some quasi-clean marketing, but it's still very conservative. And it's always ironic to me because we are in a very blue-collar industry.
How do you... Okay, that's a good point. But how... So... Marketing in general, right, that we see every day is more business to consumer, right? Mm-hmm. So now you're marketing business to business.
But it's still a general consumer like you or me working at that business.
Yes, but it's not like small pack, right? Where you see FedEx and UPS everywhere, right? Or Amazon.
Yeah, but you're talking about fragmentation.
All right, so how would you...
3 providers versus fucking 90.
How would you go to market, right? And that's a good point to bring up because right now carriers are operating very well. So they are, what I've seen so far is they're reinvesting in their capital, right? They're reinvesting their capital back into their assets. They're building new terminals. They're getting more trucks. Yeah. They're training new drivers, which is a whole nother episode we can have on driver training and how to bring up drivers.
Hey, my daddy was a truck driver.
But how do you effectively really go to that B2B marketing? B2B marketing is not easy to do. And I think that's one of the things where we're trying to figure out here ourselves. Right? What's the right way to get to that shipping manager? What's the right way to get to that business owner? Right? Because really, freight is kind of an afterthought from a cost perspective until it becomes a red line for you and you're like, oh, crap, I got to pay attention to it.
Yeah.
Right?
And I mean, I've been on the other side of the fence, and grant marketing was probably less of a thing back in the day.
So at LG, how would you want to be solicited?
I mean, I would like things that... that's a good question.
It is a good question.
How would I like to be solicited or sold to, right? There's lots of... You know what? I love or enjoy the marketing that's a little more hard-hitting, which is why...
I like hard-hitting and humor.
People like...
You got to keep humor.
But why do people watch the Super Bowl that don't like football?
For marketing.
Because the fucking commercials,
That's
right?
it.
And all those commercials are usually...
Everybody's talking during the game, and so those commercials come on. Shh, shh, shh.
You either go 2 directions, funny or heartfelt.
Yeah.
In this industry, I will wipe my ass with heartfelt. I want funny.
Funny.
Right?
That's the key here.
So why don't you go with some more heart? Like, to me, comedians do this all the time. If you want to take the power away from the other person, just make fun of yourself. And if I'm an LTL carrier, I can make fun of myself and then flip to solution or flip to how I'm going to do this, right?
So
I can kind of make fun of the industry nuance. How easy would it be to run ahead of every other carrier by taking that blueprint, flipping the model, and then saying, because I've done it, nobody else has, let's poke fun at that.
I like that idea. So making fun of your own shortcomings.
I'm good for one once a month.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, you might want to write that one down because you might have another one. I guess it's towards the end of the month.
Flip that over.
We're doing good. It's the 22nd, so.
You're
about to do.
That's what I would do.
That's a little late for you in the month.
Yeah, but you know what I mean? For the most part, a lot of the marketing is just like PDF, flyer, and leave behind heavy.
Super leave behind heavy.
Yeah.
They got to get past that.
I don't want leave behinds.
Well, and you know what the problem is? That's just ingrained in the reps.
It is.
Just like setting up a pricing is ingrained in the reps. They've got to change the way they think, and I think you can start it with marketing, a little bit of humor, right? But what's the best way to reach that audience? I mean, we're talking to guys and gals that are working in a warehouse, right? What's the first thing you know? Any warehouse you walk in, what's going on?
I know everything that's going on in the
But there's probably some stereo going, there's some music going, there's some radio station going. They've got to think of different avenues. And I don't even know if, like, I like podcasts, right? But if I'm on a dock, I'm probably not really paying attention or in and out, right? Truck driver, yeah, I'm listening to podcasts.
Well, fuck, I'm on the road all day. I need something to entertain me. Yep. It's not the easiest job out there.
Yep.
Right? So
windshield time.
Amen to those guys.
But again, that's going to the drivers. How do you get to the B2B? How do you market to that B2B?
You know what? You just said something here. Like, you want to talk about leveraging a sales arm that's kind of untouched. Your fucking drivers.
That's one of the things, I'll tell you what, back in the day, I actually learned that from your dad. Just so anybody doesn't know, my first terminal manager was Bobby Sr. Mm-hmm. Phenomenal man. I learned a lot from that guy in this industry. But one of the things he told me was at least once a month, you go ride with your route drivers. Your route drivers are your best sales guys. I talk to my route drivers every day. I want to find out what's going on. If there's some freight that's sitting on a dock that wasn't on my trailer, that used to be on our trailer, why? And I would take them out to lunch. You take care of them, and that is a huge untapped potential because your driver is in front of that customer every day. That is the face of your company. It's not the sales rep. It's your driver.
Oh, absolutely.
That's the face of your company.
And it makes a huge difference. And it's funny because if you took
let's go here real quick. Let's get really crazy. If you started a new company today, like we talked about, there's no new entries, right? If you were to enter the market, would you think about running a lot of your sales through your driver program?
Absolutely. Or,
once
to your point, the ride-along end of it.
Ride-alongs.
Yeah.
Ride-alongs are huge. And you can't dress snobby.
No.
You got to be who you are.
Absolutely.
I remember when I first started Motor Cargo, they were tie, button up, slacks. And I'm like, I remember when I went there, because even Tom Egan's like, you're really going to bring this up? I'm like, yeah, I'm going to bring this up. I go, I live in Phoenix. It's 120 degrees in the summertime. I'm walking in a tie, pitted out, right? But I'm going to talk to a gentleman that's in the back that's a blue-collar guy.
Yeah.
I'm a blue-collar guy. I feel uncomfortable as hell in a tie.
Yeah.
Why the hell am I wearing a tie? From that point on, they allowed us in polos.
Yeah.
And a pair of Dockers.
It feels like a little person strangling you when you wear like turtlenecks or ties.
I can't wear a tie.
Actually, I hate ties. The only tie I have, ready, 2 ties. I've kept one just because it's
You probably got married in it.
Jerry Garcia edition. It's pretty fancy.
Okay.
I like it.
And you probably got married in it.
And my 1993 Phoenix Suns Western Conference champions tie.
Hey, that's hanging up in your office.
It's in my office because it's more of a sports memorabilia thing, right? And it's got, KJ, Barkley, Marley, and Westfall and stuff on it.
in 15 years, man.
I haven't even looked at one at all.
I can still tie me and tie, though.
Yeah. What's funny is nobody can do that.
No.
Yeah.
Clip-ons.
What are you? Are you a double Windsor? Are you the fat knot? I was never a fan of the skinny. I was either the single or double Windsor.
I'm a double Windsor.
Yeah.
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 That's only I know.
Have you ever wore a bow tie?
I have. And I know how to tie one.
I think the last time I wore a bow tie was clip-in and I was 5.
So funny story. Don't mean to Andrew Leto. Everybody knows Andrew Leto.
Yep.
Phenomenal man. Love the guy to death. We did a outing with, who was it? Roadrunner. And it was back when, I cannot remember the gentleman's name. He was at Yellow. I apologize. He's a phenomenal guy. Went to DICOM, was the president up there. He's back on the Roadrunner board. Really cool guy. But anyways, we went to Churchill Downs. Anybody been to Churchill Downs?
Prescott?
No, Churchill Downs is in Kentucky.
Oh, no. Okay.
It's one of the races. So it's not the Kentucky Derby. It's like the one before.
Yeah, like the Preakness, Churchill Downs.
Yeah, so we
thought... I have a cup with that on
We
it.
thought we were going to get so fancy, so we all got bow ties. Well, Andrew couldn't tie the bow tie. So there's a picture that my wife took of me tying this bow tie up on this, and because you had to get into this one box, which it was super fancy, which we're kind of out of place. But anyways, you had to wear a tie or a bow tie to even get in the box.
Yeah.
You could not go without anything. It was nuts.
Isn't it funny when you go to those the really big horse races?
Oh my gosh.
And the ladies are dressed to the tilt.
Then they got the hats.
It looks like circa 1920. These hats are just all over the
Best
place,
part, though,
flowery
is
shit.
About an hour into the race, they're all shit-faced.
Of course they are.
They're falling over, the hats are off.
People argue about, baseball moving slow. Go to a fucking horse race.
Oh, well, it's fun though. You can make some money.
No, it's great. But you get 5 minutes of action, and then you got to drink and eat roast beef sandwiches or something, and then it starts again. Speaking of which, Santa Anita Raceway in California over there.
I've never been. I heard that's awesome.
The best roast beef sandwiches.
All right, I had enough
God
dessert.
bless my dad for taking me there.
Finish that dessert. We're going back to the main course. You know what? Drinking and doing this is much easier.
Well, it's a lot easier. I think that's why Rogan drinks and smokes weed during all his with his
Did you ever
guests.
see that Elon Musk episode?
I've seen them, yeah.
Where he took that.
He gets them, yeah. That one's pretty good. You know what, though? I'm a big guy. I'm 6'4", 225. I think I metabolize alcohol pretty quickly. So I'm going to say we haven't even had one full beer yet. I've had maybe 2 shots. So I think 1 hour, I'm fine. Put a little lunch in me.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
I do love this industry, though.
Oh,
I would never get out of it. This industry, what I love about this industry, especially, and this is why I think the majority of the reps love what they do, is there's nothing better than walking into a small business and talking to a business owner and having them give you a tour of their company, their employees, what they produce, what it means to the country. That is why enough people don't understand.
If Chevrolet is the heartbeat of America, then LTL customers are the heartbeat of our economy because it's all small business.
And the backbone. It's 60% of the economy is SMBs. Small to medium-sized business people that go out there and risk everything they have to go take care of families.
Let me ask you this. Where was your first job at? Small family-owned business. Mine was.
Actually, it was Water and Ice Store.
Mine was an Italian restaurant. And at the time, it was terrible because...
Actually, before that, I delivered pizza.
Did you?
Nancy's Chicago-style pizza. And I still talk to them to this day. Tony and Nancy, I love them to death.